Sorry?
You went to the Côte d'Azur, didn't you, after?
No, I was just at home in Monaco, but yeah.
Oh, right, I saw some pictures. You went south of France. A bit of
Yeah, I was
time
close to my home. Yeah,
Did you need it after Wimbledon? Did you need a bit of a mental reset? Because it's always quite painful, isn't it? Stressful.
I was not that stressful. It was good fun. And yeah, I just went back and I took 4 days off and was already practicing it. So it was a quick turnaround. And I was already in Washington early to prepare. It was really hot those weeks. So I did my best to prepare for that. But it was a nice 4 days off. And yeah, nice to spend a few days in my own bed for sure.
So after Cincinnati, you went to TCU, didn't you?
Yeah.
You're a stomping ground. Have you done that before? I can't quite remember.
No. Yeah, usually, actually, typically I do go. If I've not done that well in Cincinnati, I went there. And it was so nice to change my mind. It was, the whole team was there to practice with. It was absolutely boiling, so perfect conditions, exactly what I needed. Struggling for the last couple of weeks in the heat. So it was a good reset and... yeah, it was good fun. You know, I think I'm quite lucky to have that base in the middle of the States. And, you know, a lot of players, they're losing in Cincy and they're hanging around the tournament practicing. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I think it's good to just clear your mind and just be away from the tour and not. I think that can be quite draining if you're in the tournament mode and you're not actually competing. So I think that was amazing to have that. And the people there were so good, and we had good fun as well. It wasn't just the tennis; it was good fitness and good vibes.
You spoke about getting that balance right, I mean, between kind of switching off and having a bit more fun. And you spoke to us in France at Roland Garros about that. What did you do at TCU after the practices? Does it feel stomping grounds where you're a student? Or?
Now, it was funny to see some of the freshmen like coming into the tennis team and. Yeah, I was just telling them I would be so pumped to be in their position again and to be doing that. And yeah, we had pretty long days practice, and I was walking kind of the dog that I have there, my second family. And we played some pretty competitive volleyball with the beach volleyball team because Radidi, the head coach of the men's tennis, his partner is like the coach of the beach volleyball, so we're playing against some of the girls there. It was good fun and really competitive, so some extra cardio after the long days.
What were volleyball skills like?
It was all right. My physio Emmerich, he was a very, very good player, and I wanted to compete against him, and yeah, he beat me, so it was tough, but no, it was so good fun, such good fun.
How long have you been working with Emmerich now?
Officially starting this year. Yeah.
What's that been like then? And did you know him before he came on board? Or?
Yeah, he was working at Moratoglu Academy, and yeah, I got on really well with him, and I was often practicing there. And yeah, he was keen to travel, and we got on really well. And I think it's key to have people that are committed, and he's keen to do it every week. And yeah, he's a really, really nice guy. And yeah, he likes sports and he likes Premier League. He likes all things. So we have a lot in common. So it was.
Someone like maybe Camavinga shirt or something, like a France shirt.
Yeah, he's French. So he wears that to in front of Faku. It's not easy for Faku to see that one.
You mentioned your second family.
Yeah.
Tell us about that. I didn't know you had. It's like
No, I was like just Linda. And Joe, who I live with when I based in Texas when I first turned pro, and I kind of staying with them every time I'm practicing at TCU. And I'm sure you guys have probably seen Linda in Wimbledon the 1 year. I think they got my mum mixed up with her. So yeah, she's kind of like my second mum. Obviously, my mum is my mum, and she gets full credit, but it's kind of like a second family, and yeah, it's nice to spend time with them as well.
Will she come on? Maybe you'll play.
No, she's not coming to this one. No.
You're playing Calder, aren't you? So
yes.
Got a bit of history with him. You know him well. He's relatively a couple of years younger. But what do you make of him? His family as well. His sporting family. Yeah, he's an amazing player, very talented player, and I think it's not a good matchup for me, and I have to really play really aggressive against him. And yeah, for the few times he's beaten me, and I stole one match against him. So
yeah, obviously he's just come back from an injury, and he's playing really well. I think he plays today later on, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I had a really good mini block at TCU and got some time to really get some good practice in the heat and some long sessions, and feeling that kind of not suffering in the heat, but preparing yourself. And I don't think I really had that. I felt pretty straight into the swing, which is, it was not that much rest, but I was enjoying it. But I think the matchup with him is a difficult one. But I'm excited to play. I've been feeling the ball good since I arrived.
You said the same before playing Medvedev in France, didn't you? You said that wasn't a matchup either. What happened there, right?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Nice to go in being the underdog for sure. Yeah.
Can I ask about the two Masters? Obviously, there's been a lot of talk about how these Masters are longer than before, and the Masters used to be very you play this day, the next day if you got through, and now it's obviously extended. How tricky is it when you lose early to know how to sort of manage what you do the rest of the time you have until the next one? Because I suppose it was handy there, you've got a block in and stuff.
Yeah.
But generally, how uncertain does it make it for you as a sort of schedule?
Actually, it's not easy to plan because I lost a tricky match in Toronto, and it was tough to know whether to go directly to Cincinnati and play there or go. I ended up going back to TCU for the same reason, to change my mind, and then we went pretty early to Cincinnati. I think we flew on the Sunday to play. I think it was Wednesday, Thursday, or Thursday, Friday, and then I ended up look at the draw, and I was the last one seeded, so I was there early, and then I was seeded. I had a bye, and I was there, and I played Sunday. I can't remember, one of those days. So I had a full week to get ready again, and then it didn't go my way, and I was not feeling good that day, and that was that, unfortunate. But I played 2 matches in a long period of time, which is difficult to know. Obviously, I was not sure if I was going to be seeded, and I ended up being seeded. But I think if you're winning, it's great, and if not, it's not easy, but it is what it is. The tournaments are great, and it'd be nice to. I prefer the other system, but I'm not. I think if you're winning and you're doing well, it's nice to have the rest, and it gives yourself a chance to. If you win the first one or final the first one, you can actually give yourself a chance to do well in the next one.
Mentally, does it feel now like there's more downtime to fill when you're at these events?
For sure, but I think, like I said before, for me, I was lucky to have the option of going to TCU and getting away from the whole tournament environment. Not that it's bad, it's just you have to, it's like you're still in the tournament, you're still in the tournament mode, and you're there playing practice sets, and you're going to the club every day. I think it can be quite taxing throughout the whole year if you're doing that. So for me, I was unfortunate to lose, but luckily I had the space to go back to, and I had so much fun, and I feel really fresh coming into this US Open again.
Cam, everyone's expecting Alcaraz and Sinner to meet again for the full final this summer. Those two are so far ahead, it seems, of the rest of the field. Is that a fair comment? Do you think they are reachable? It feels like, once again, those two are going to be on direct path for each other.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I think they've played a lot of tennis over the summer with Roland Garros, Wimby. They've both done well in the last few tournaments, so it'll be interesting to see. I think there's a lot of depth in the men's, but definitely looks on the results and the way they're hitting the ball, the way they're getting through the draw, it looks like they're clear favourites. But I wouldn't be so sure that they're going to be meeting in the final. It looks that way, but it'll be interesting to see.
Think they can be beatable?
Yeah, I don't see why not, and I haven't actually looked at their draws specifically, but I think there's a lot of good challenges they're going to have to face, but they're definitely ahead, but I would not be surprised to see someone beat them.
If you could change anything about tennis right now, tour, slam, whatever, what would you change?
Good question. I'm not sure right now. I'll ever think about it and get back to you.
This is a bit random, but watching players practice, it's always amusing to me, like when the practice hour's up and the other player comes on, sometimes the player on the court doesn't want to get off and clearly like wants to do a bit more. Is that ever awkward, like that kind of changeover when you're trying to get on and the other person maybe doesn't want to get off?
Yeah, I think it's a bit like you try to put a little bit of pressure. Like I was playing yesterday with Tommy and Djokovic and Zverev were playing, and it was like 59. And I was trying to push my fitness trainer on to put a bit of pressure. He said, "No, I don't want to go." So, yeah, I think when you walk on court, you're asking what's the time, and it's usually 59 on time. But some people, yeah, they get a bit not too happy if you walk on, like 55, trying to put too much pressure on them, and they're watching. And I think everyone's pretty chill about it, but it's all good.
Thank you. Thank you.